Hey, we're live here. We got John Wrong there. John Wrong. My new court outfit right here. You gonna wait out here? Oh yeah, why? Where's my attorney? Is he here?
Who's your attorney?
John.
Last name?
Sullivan.
I don't think so. You can let him get it. Oh, you got?
So where's John?
He'll be here.
All right. Can you hear me good? Whoever's just watching. Can you hear me good? I got my new outfit on right here. Hey Marshall, can you hear me? Hey! That's my plumber's mother there. Well, that's her friend Marsh. Today, hey Marshall, can you hear me good? Yeah. Yeah? Where's John at? Is he here?
Stay right there, Zach. Zach, stay right there. Hey, you're hearing at 1 o'clock. What's the odor you put on yourself?
My cologne.
Your cologne? Yeah. All right, have a seat right there. Zach, have a seat.
I'm here to face the corruption today, everybody. The police arrest me for driving a motor vehicle. Wait, they arrest me for 1 out of 23 criminal charges, and a year is, they put leaving the scene of an accident. I hit another vehicle. There is no other vehicle that I even hit. It's a total crock of shit. They do this shit all the time. But hey, everybody, on the 6th, Washington, D.C., Supreme Court is going to hear, on the 6th, is having a meeting to determine who has to respond. West Virginia should have to respond because there's 16 states in America that do writ of error quorum nobuses, and West Virginia is one of them, and I did it. I've used every level of court here I have been able to do to get an outcome of a felony from 10 years that has blocked me from getting a job paying $700 to $1,100 a day. And these dirty bastards inside this courthouse are trying all they can to keep me from getting heard. That's what all these arrests are about. There is no other vehicle that was even hit. They put that down. The owner of the property told me to leave. A wooden fence post got hit and put a chip in it like that big around a dumpster. The owner said, leave. A wooden fence post that holds trash got a little chip on it. And they started all this shit. Anybody else would say, who gives a fuck? Your mirror got tore off. Go ahead and go. And last time the dirty bastards here, they threatened me. I have not yet publicized that video, but I'm going to work on it. And my attorney from Charleston, who is a public appointed one, last time the judge here committed a felony. 6151 was the felony the judge committed by not letting me record.
Zach.
What?
Listen up. I'm not today.
Are you going to commit a felony today, or am I in front of you?
I need you to listen to me.
Okay, what is that?
I'm going to be very clear. We're not going to have your hearing today because you smell of skunk.
So what? Where's the law at? Please tell the law that I am not prohibited from coming in the...
Well, I'm going to make it real clear what I expect when you come in my court next time.
Your court? Hold up. This is my court. This is our court. This is all of our courts.
This case is continued today.
How many times have you already continued it? How many times? It has to be dismissed at this point. Last time the witness was not even here.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. You had 5 minutes. I'm just doing this as a courtesy. At 1 o'clock, we had your hearing scheduled, okay?
And I am here. I am present.
Listen up. Not about nothing. Listen up. I expect you to come to the hearing next day.
My attorney's coming all the way from Charleston.
Well, that's good. We need to see him. Without that there, if you show
You
up
can talk to my attorney. That's right. I got an attorney. You can talk to him.
If you show up this way again, I'm going to hold you in contempt.
How am I in contempt? Under what? Under what? See, these dirty bastards think they can do whatever they want. They think they can do what they want. Washington, D.C., see how this shit is? I'm relieved. They did this last time and issued an arrest warrant. Are you going to lie to the audience and do that? Yes or no?
If you don't get out of my face, I'm going to have them restrain you. You understand?
And for what?
Well, don't follow me.
What threat? Where's John at? You're to talk to my attorney, not me. I have an attorney. I have an attorney. You're not to talk to me. Hey, you like my outfit?
Yeah, what's that one for?
It's just fun. He says that I have to wear certain outfits. Where's the law at that you have to wear? Where's the law at?
I continue this case.
Oh, well, your hearing's off, Zach.
Yeah, and my attorney's driving all the way from Charleston for the second time. Hey, John, sue the magistrate. He just wasted your trip up here. Said that I'm not dressed appropriately for court. I guess.
They let you in the building?
He said no.
Hey, Zach.
What?
What do you put on?
It's cologne. All the girls in the West Virginia hollers love it.
What is it?
It's like the mating call. I wish I had the mating call right now. You shake a pill bottle and they all come running to you.
Is it doe and estrus?
Is it what?
Doe and estrus?
No, it's called West Virginia Holler Girls.
I'm not getting close to you ruined my uniform like the last time.
I'm allowed to do whatever I want with wearing what I please. Where is the law at, John? You agree, so we're going to have court. Where was the witness at last time, John? You dirty bastard. You were saying that I had to, that you were trying to get me to take a plea right in front of this man here, and there was no witness even present. The state police officer who shot me with a taser was present to lie for the second time on the stand. Where's the other vehicle at, John? You've already continued this 3 times. How many times are you going to continuing it? Marshall, can you hear me pretty good?
That could be fixed before the next time we gotta come back. Oh, actually, Zach, I've got this appeal stuff for you.
Okay, let's see it. Let's go over here and sit. John, how many times are you allowed to continue a case in the state of West Virginia? You've only got 2 times to continue it. And it has to be dismissed after that. They continued it or discontinued. John, right? Tell us the law on that, John. We're going to see if they abide it.
Okay. Here's the deal on this appeal. I haven't been appointed to represent you on the appeal. So,
Yeah, they did. They lied to Diane. The dirty, rotten judge's secretary, they lied and said that I never appealed it.
okay.
I did appeal things. They're lying, trying to cover it all
Here's
up.
the stuff for your signature if you want to appeal it. I've got all kinds of copies.
Who would not want to,
Zach, are you going to sign that?
yeah, I'm marking my territory.
Sign it!
All right, we're going to set this down here and sign it. I got to get updated on YouTube, my videos. Yeah, the dirty...
Okay, sign up for one last one.
Sign where at?
Over here. Okay. Sign all the rest of these copies too. Okay. And I want you to make sure you're all right with it before I go in and file it.
Okay, John, now I'm going to question you.
Okay.
Where's the audio recordings from these cases and where's the transcripts?
It's asked for in that. That's what you're requesting. Sign the second pages of it too.
How many times are they allowed to continue cases, John, in West Virginia? This is 3 times.
It can go up to a year. Sign over here.
Up to a year,
Sign,
but how
sign over
many...
here. Sign over here.
I'm asking you a basic question that you should know as an attorney. How many times are they allowed to continue things?
It can be continued up to a year if they got good cause. Go ahead,
It's
sign
been
here.
continued 3 times.
Sign
I
here.
asked you how many times.
Sign here.
I'm pretty sure it's 2 is the rule.
Okay.
Tell that, John. I'm questioning you now in front of the audience.
Okay. Sign the next page.
How many times, John? You've not yet answered. See what happens if you hire an attorney? They're ineffective.
You didn't hire any attorney.
The state is paying your wages. I have suffered 10 years without my $1,100 a day pay, $700
Let
a
me
day
see if
pay.
we got enough copies here. I want you to
He's
take a
not
look at that before I go in and
answering.
file it.
John,
Sign the second page here.
when you answer my question, how many times,
Are you all right with me going in and filing this?
what is this one about
This
here?
is the appeal. that
Of
jury
which
trial
one?
had.
Of which one? This is for the road ticket where the state police did not even pull me over.
Yeah, sign it.
And I am convicted. John Wright, I wish I had that recording still. He admitted to, or he was not in denial. This one ain't even writing.
Oh, I probably got it.
How many times are they allowed to continue doing things, John? Are you gonna have to do?
Last signature.
Are you gonna have to do research, John? Is that what you're saying? When it's twice, they can only continue. I'm gonna call Ellen right now. Ellen is the law master.
Okay, do you want me to go in and file this appeal for you?
United States Supreme Court. When I come to you, I'm going to be professional. I'm going to invite the president over
Okay.
to
So
come and
your
watch
answer-
me on that oral argument right
Your
there.
answer is yes, that you wanted appeal?
Let me read it. What?
Yeah, okay,
Let's
read
see
it.
if you got anything right here. All right, y'all, stand by. All right, I'll just set down the phone. This is for the road ticket stuff. It says driving a motor vehicle without insurance, a motor vehicle without registration, a motor vehicle without a license plate. What motor vehicle was I driving? It does not even say what vehicle I was driving because I was not even pulled over by any of these worthless, ineffective, piece of shit people who are harassing, stalking me, committing fraud left and right, stealing all you viewers' phone or all you viewers' paychecks is what they're stealing. And that dirty bastard comes out here and says, this is my courthouse. It's not his fucking courthouse. It's a public courthouse.
Zach, tell me I'm all right to file it, and I'll go file it.
Where's the motions for appeal or motion for the audio recordings?
Look here, watch. Okay?
Explain it to the audience we're going to watch that way,
The
since
appellant
you know.
designates the entire magistrate court in this matter. The appellant designates all recorded or transcribed proceedings as a record in this matter. The appellant designates all trial exhibits as a record in this matter.
Designate all
You want me to
records.
go
All
file this?
records. It doesn't specify which one. The dirty bastards try to cover up every audio recording
you want me to
because there
go-
ain't never witness to anything, John.
Do you want me to go file this, yes or yes?
Do it, but where's the go get a separate motion now for the audio recording.
This asks for all the recordings.
In the day, West Virginia
Okay.
Attorney General
I'm gonna go
and
file this, right?
the day. You should have did all this before you even came. I mean, I don't
Okay, so it's a
understand.
yes? Okay.
I have to do all my things before I go to a courthouse.
So you can either go home, or if you want to talk to me some more, I'll be out after I get this.
I've been trying to talk to you, trying to ask questions. The viewers are seeing it, and you're not answering.
What do you need?
How many times can they continue something? What's the rule on that? How many
Have to
times?
Continue it for whenever they got good cause up to a year.
How many times? So you can continue
12 times.
12 times. I don't believe that one. I'm calling the lawmaster now. Because he is, all these people that went to the brainwashing camp, brainwashing facility, which is WVU, it doesn't teach them shit. I'm up to 154 attorneys that I've talked to. Only 17 out of 154 dumb bastards that went to the brainwashing compound called WVU knew what a writ of error quorum nobis is. And they brag they're so smart and shit. But a lot of attorneys have gave me good compliments. There's no way I could do what you're doing. Keep it up. I hope you win. Now, there's probably errors in here. I gave him a list of things to do, and he didn't do shit. All I want everybody is to get a job that I've not been able to have in 10 years, paying more in 1 month than all these people in this courthouse make. In 1 month, I'd make $33,000. if I still have my job. The companies I used to work for will give me jobs doing it if I can just get a license. But hopefully when I go to apply for my TWIC card, the TSA, the TSA files an amicus brief and wants to know the ending of this felony. And West Virginia's going to have to deal with the federal government if the United States Supreme Court on the 6th does not agree to hear me out. I can't smell. I have not smelled in 18 years. I haven't smelled in 18 years. So all girls, you know what I can do better than any girl or guy you ever been with. I am the best of the best. No questions asked. So, hey, you all have learned something today. If you want to get out of going to court for anything, you just do what I do. And it ends it. At least I've taught you something. Tony, is there... Let me switch the camera back on me.
You ruined my shirt last week, Zach.
How?
Because I grabbed you and you got... What'd you soak yourself with? Is it Doe and Estrus urine?
No, it's a $300 cologne called West Virginia Holler Girls.
What is it, Doe and Estrus?
No.
What?
It's a special cologne that attracts females, especially judges with STDs. I couldn't find my fat girl underwear to protect me from STDs while I was going to this hearing from the judge here that is a lonely woman and is in divorce court with her husband, and she requires meth just to get horny for her husband. Because, you know, she's a dirty, rude bitch. You all seen that more than one time in the last video, where I had a seizure after court. Anyways, where's John at? I like having fun. It balances my brain.
What's the name of that holler girl stuff?
West Virginia Holler Girl.
Oh. Is it Tanks?
I don't know. Smell my hand and try.
No, you ruined my last shirt.
Really?
Yeah.
It was funny. 10 hours.
You like me.
10 hours. You touched me. Hey, you said you touched me. So, I know I'm hot.
Where's that shirt at?
I found this laying beside one of my houses. And I said, hey, there's a funny outfit. I threw it in the washing machine and...
I don't know what kind of soap you use, Zach. This smells good.
Yeah? Where's John at? John!
Hey, don't yell.
This morning I stopped at a rest.
If you yell, it hurts my ears. I get a migraine.
This morning I stopped at a rest down by Crack Mart. There was... The cop had his handcuffs.
Video him. I don't like being on camera.
The cop had his handcuffs. I seen that, and they were going to go do an arrest in an apartment, and I screamed as loud as I could, "It's the police! Don't answer the door, you'll get arrested!" And they put their heads down. They were upset and walked away. You know, hey, United States Supreme Court and White House employees that are watching me right now, the reason no attorneys in West Virginia will help me is because my pay stubs make all attorneys drop their heads, rub their face in the ground, because they went to school for 10 years and none of their paychecks can compete with mine. And that's what upsets them all when I talk the money damages. My special and general damages with 2 economists that I have is $16 million, that part right there. And I want paid my 10 years of back pay that I've not been able to work in 10 years because of this whole deal WVU is doing. But I'm going to sign off right now. Marshall, can you still hear me? Who would not want paid 10 years of back pay and get their $818,532.80 medical bill back, that they have no record to account for anything of all the torturing they did to me for 3 years. Torture. I go from steering ships, unloading ships, loading ships, tying ships up, untying them, to fucking poverty life because of these dirty bastards. And they're trying to cover up what I'm owed. But the whole earth will be able to come in my name for happiness when I win this stuff. I will start Beer Stock 2007. That will restart. I've already got plans to buy out over 1,000 acres. I'm going to just take a break and then come back on so I can conserve the battery life. Yeah, I need you, Tony, let me know if I'm heard. That works out, because the one I did out here, it was really slow. I must have been out of data. Where's Diane? I sent Diane a mail. She never did get it. I bought her a gift.
What'd you buy her?
Secret. It was a generous gift. I made the package funny where I ordered it. It said old secretary, aka rejuvenated teen. Because Diane, I love her, and I read something on the internet and thought she would like it, and had it sent to her. And she's been friends with me for 10 years. And the judge, probably since you've been started here.
Well, that'd be a long time.
And one thing here,
Longer than you and Diane.
when did your dad retire from being a sheriff?
My dad was never.
Or city police, or
2008, 2010 maybe.
2008, 2010? It had to have been after that. It had to have been 2011 or 12.
Might have been.
Because he was the one that went and saved that girl that was getting raped for 3 days in a shed. One of the city police officers approached me on that one yesterday and was asking where the record's at. And I said they probably destroyed it. Hospital records would be the only thing you'd be able to find. Hey, White House. And
Hold on, I gotta tell him.
United States Supreme Court. You've seen that bloody video, bloody feet video I had. I sent that one there to everybody to show them how corrupt West Virginia law is. They didn't do anything to those men right there because his uncle was the city police chief. And Tony's dad was the one that found her after 3 days of being kidnapped and raped and butchered that way. But the West Virginia Judicial Investigation Commission and the Office of Disciplinary Counsel sits there and masturbates to those kind of pictures. They really like seeing that kind of criminal activity. But the man that is owed millions and demanding millions in back pay is treated like shit and arrested constantly. It is less of a crime, all you thugs and criminals that want to come here. Where's the law at? No cursing. Where's a curse word? What is a curse word? Where's the definition? There's only one. That's God's name in vain. And I have not said that. There is no law. And these, where it's freedom of speech. There is corruption all over here. So thugs, what I was telling you. If you want to come here and do drug dealing, you are appreciated. And if you want to do sexual assault charges, you are appreciated. One man named there was one man that just got charged with sexual assault charges towards 2 children and gets a $20,000 bail by the dirty magistrates in West Virginia. But me, I'm going to get a sex offending judge's records and get a $200,000 bail. So pedophiles from California, where it's now legal, come to West Virginia and start abducting all the children. You are treated like a god here for brutally beating children, raping children. This man here has a sexual fetish towards allowing pedophiles to be released. Tell us, John, why do I get a bigger bail than people that are sexually assaulting, raping children? That man got a $20,000 bail. And I got a $200,000 bail for going to get a judge's records where he makes porn with children he adopts. Himmery's dad is the actual adoption agent. Can you please tell me in the audience and invite pedophiles to West Virginia, since you don't treat them like you do the people that are owed millions? They get better advantages of raping children here. Will you please invite all of them to West Virginia to come here and sexually assault children and get away with it? Can you explain right now, now's your time to tell the world why people that rape children get less of a crime. Go ahead or get less of a bail. They're allowed to walk free and rape other children. Please tell us that one. See? What? Why are you doing this to the people? Why are you doing this to the people? Endangering all the children of West Virginia, releasing people who are raping children. You have the authority to do something. And should court documents be missing from inside of a courthouse? No, you guys tried to get me to expunge my case that's at Washington, D.C., and on the 6th, they have their meeting and determine whether West Virginia has to respond. Have you ever been to the Washington, D.C. level of anything?
Not me, man.
Exactly. But Mr. Half a Brain with zero education can go to the U.S. Supreme Court.
I think you've got at least 3/5 of brain.
So, you know, that's... You have no bragging rights. And I got
an extra 2/5 of the brain.
And when you're indicted, does it have to come to an ending, a felony?
No, you can get indicted for misdemeanor.
No, when you get indicted for something, does it have to come to an ending?
What do you mean an ending?
Guilty, not guilty, dismissed, administrative dismissal, or acquittal.
Oh yeah, all of those are things that would happen.
Okay.
Unless it's a not true bill.
Unless it's what?
A not true bill.
What's that mean?
You tell me. You
A
got
not
3/5 of brain.
a not true bill? What does that mean, a not true bill? Law?
That's a mystery that you'll have to find out.
Well, I was
Grand
charged.
jury, that's the subject.
I was charged with three times. I've been charged with terroristic threats by this corrupt state, and it's before every deadline of where I'm owed millions. They do this shit. They knew in 2010 that I was beat by the West Virginia jail authorities, and with a fractured back, 3 broken ribs, loose tooth, busted lip, they would have to pay me, so they had to try to cover it up. Just like you committed a bias crime.
Me?
Yes, you committed a bias crime. Washington, D.C., he's on camera more than once I put him together, where he says that I need a mental evaluation. Just like...
No, I don't say you need
Yes, you
one.
did. You
I
said
you could go get one.
that is bribing.
And then all
That is
of your
bribing.
misdemeanors are
Bribing.
dismissed if you're found in
I am a person. He is bribing me. He is bribing me. Because if I walk in there, all they do is check a box, not competent, and you're in there for the rest of your life, where West Virginia steals in all these slaves' names. The judge says it on the record. Those dumb bitches were talking on the record when they kicked me out of the courtroom, page 95 of demonic transcripts. So you committed a biased crime. You're involved doing things behind closed doors and talking to all these people, like 7 letters sent to me from 4 different courthouses on the same exact day.
What are the odds?
You all are working, United States Supreme Court, especially young new judge, you're going to want to come to what I start in the state of West Virginia. DMX, Juvenile, Guns N' Roses, Godsmack, Metallica will all be present if I'm victorious. No, at what I buy, I'm buying out over 1,000 acres of land. The property managers have already told me I can do it. Near Davis, West Virginia.
Davis is around Elkins, isn't it?
Yeah,
Does that stream go through there?
there's rivers everywhere.
Well, I know, but is there a stream through that property? 'Cause
Yeah.
There'd be pretty good trout fishing.
The Blackwater 100, I will take no money at all from this state of West Virginia if they put the Blackwater 100 and put me as the director of it, reinstate that. That in 1993, 50,000 people was in Davis, West Virginia. 50,000 people in a 700 people town. And I will take that right there, maybe a small payout so I can hire all the bands to come in. And it'll be the biggest gathering in the history of this country if I do something like that.
Where does the attorney go? Can you hire us as security?
Absolutely not. You're corrupt. Because, you know, I'm not raping children.
Security you want those?
I'm not raping children and selling drugs, so that's... I get punished.
Where did your attorney go? Did he leave? Everybody's
He went in there to do something. He was supposed to come back out.
He's not in there. Zach, I'll tell you what, those could cut glass right there.
What?
Nipples, they are super hard. Cut glass.
See, I told you he was gay last time he had a heart on. He masturbates to the child porn videos and then checks out my titties. And he commits biased crimes. Hey, Ashley, the worthless FBI agent, she needs fired. The FBI should be arresting you for biased crimes, telling me that in bribery, a state charge, where you're saying, hey, if you go to WVU Medicine, I will drop your charges, just so they can check a box and put me away for the rest of my life and not pay me. And hey, what's funny too, John, is when I announced the federal clerk video, as soon as that one was announced, they responded immediately to try to cover up what that Judge Alloy's daughter did, you know, and they want to try to cover up that they're actually doing their jobs. It takes that kind of stuff, Washington, D.C. and President Trump. You piss me the fuck off saying that we have a justice system in the United States. One thing that would fix all justice in this country is if every state established a lean, mean prosecuting team where every attorney on it had got their law degree while in prison to punish people like him right there, and punish police and punish judges. That would immediately stop it all.
That's a hell of an attorney.
What'd she do?
She does all types of law.
Who is it?
Stevie McDonald.
Well, where is she from? I've not seen that one or heard that name. All right, I'm going to... John, how many times can you continue a case? 2?
As many times as we want.
That's the West Virginia law.
In magistrate court, we can continue it as many times as we want. Now, the time frame
Did
is
I...
another matter.
The time frame? What?
What's that?
Time frame what?
Time frame of what?
Teach.
Teach you what?
Tell the audience that you can continue.
Yep.
How many times? I thought it was 2, and it has to be dismissed after that.
Now, you're thinking upstairs and you're thinking terms of court. We don't have terms of court down here.
All right. I'll ask the lawmaster, Ellen, and...
Lawmaster, huh?
Yeah, she's done more than you have from New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia, West Virginia, and D.C.
That's cool.
And, you know, 0 education. Is college really worth it?
Does she have a whole brain or half a brain?
She has a super brain.
Ah, she's got like 1 and a 1/4 brain.
And she is who Donna Sims predicted from Marion County.
The hell's Donna Sims?
She's dead now.
Oh.
She was a psychic.
Did she see it coming?
Yeah. I went to work in Women's Wednesday in 2007. I was the only guy there. And they laughed, and she's like, why are you here? I said, to see you, Donna Sims. And
Did you kill her?
no, and she said, well, what do you want to know? I said, I want to know what my future will be like. I'm working on ships and stuff now. I just want to know what it's going to be like. Well, what's your name? And I said, aren't you supposed to know you're a psychic? And she says, no, I need to know something about you. What's your birthday? She told me my birthday, and then she said, I soon see you working on a ship. I don't know if you'll be manning it or building it, but you'll be on one soon, and you are going to be rich one day. You're just going to need a partner. You can't tell anybody about your idea. That's what I'm going different on. And then she said, you're going to be married and have 2 kids, and you're going to own your own business, fixing up old boats, renting them out or selling them. And 2 days after I seen her, I had a shipping job in the Gulf, and then I did own my own thing, doing flipping houses, 6 of them, 7 now, and I did rent them out for a while, and that's the worst job on earth. I quit that. And the partner to being rich has got to be Ellen. And being married and having 2 kids is the only thing I don't have true yet. Because West Virginia fucked up my whole life, John. The day I got arrested, I was supposed to meet a hot-ass girl in Pennsylvania. And I called her on the way to jail, and I said, there's no evidence here. This shouldn't go long. This is all crock of shit.
What happened to that underage prostitute who stole your car and took it to Ohio?
I don't know. You should be punishing her here.
Well, now if you had
She stole 3 people's stuff. That one there was 17 years old, did not know it. She was 18 on that website. And I meet her. I go to the... she was not a prostitute, as far as I know. That there's new to me. No, I did not. That's totally wrong. That's totally wrong.
Huh?
A secret site. Because you'll try to find me and jerk off more to me about hurting me. You know, that's your sexual fantasy.
You're the one that's been wanting us to prosecute people that are molesting kids. And that's what you were going to do?
And she was not a kid. I didn't even know how... The
17.
way I found that one out was like, she was asking me, first it was a taxi issue. She wanted me to pay me to drive her to Steubenville, Ohio.
Yeah.
And I called the police up there after my car came up missing. She said, meet me at the motel. First I went out to eat, went to a motel, and then I go to the bathroom and come out, and my keys in my car is gone. And I called the police in Steubenville, Ohio, and showed them pictures of my car and pictures of her, and they said, we know that girl. You're not the first victim. You're the 3rd guy that has stolen cars from her. If she wouldn't have been asking for a taxi, that is what would not have helped me retrieve my car.
Did your attorney leave?
The head gasket blew in Ohio somewhere and destroyed it.
Did you meet her on Backpage?
No, I don't.
Back?
I had prostitutes begging me for pay, begging me to have sex with them.
On Backpage?
One of them is on there. That one ain't around anymore. They go to other sites.
Oh. What's the other sites they go to?
I don't.
Zach, come on now.
I don't know. They pay me to drive them. So, I'm their taxi driver.
The prostitutes?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Pays pretty good. One time, $100. Going to Morgan, from here to Morgantown, I drove 17 miles and made $100. I'll do that every fucking day of the week. 100 times a day. Who wouldn't drive 17 miles for $100? Some rich guy over there wanted sex, and I wanted gas money, and it turned out to be $100. You can make good money, because that's what these corrupt judges promote, and corrupt prosecutors. Go to the black market, the streets, and do all that stuff. It pays good money, and they let them walk free. Honestly, I don't know the name. But I had that prostitute. She stayed at one of my houses, and she wanted to pay me to have sex with her. She said, I'll give you $100 right now. I said, no, I can't. I'm not that easy. But yeah, she did want to pay me $100 to have sex with her. Because I am big and beautiful.
Okay.
What up?
He's putting an appeal bail on you. He says $10,000. We're actually we're gonna appeal that to circuit court too.
Now, is that a civil rights violation right there? Cruel and unusual punishment, excessive bail.
Take this call here.
So that I cannot drive to Washington, D.C., they have made it $10,000 to appeal. The dirty state police that lies for a living, who shot me with a taser the day Rule 6D was announced, or was released in that one video I showed y'all. That same one was here, admitted to not even pulling me over and gave me a road ticket. Lied about the inspection date. Lied multiple times on the stand. Those documents will be released underneath this video here after I get everything. It takes a while. To build a YouTube video takes forever. Anyways. So, where'd he go to now? Oh, there he is. Let's find out more from him. Honesty. Federal Canon Rule 1, State Canon Rule 1. Honesty and integrity. Means they have to have good lawful, or first off, they have to obey the law. That's number one. And they have to be honest. John.
Zach, I've got to take a phone call right now.
Oh, no time for me. Oh, he's not? Thank you. Tony told us. John, should that judge, he's not even on the phone, Tony said. You tell, I thought you were Tony lying. Anyways, I have got to get the papers. Was he not telling the truth? It was $5,000, and then he increases it to $10,000. Yeah. Notice of appeal. You know, if he lied to me, is he really an honest attorney? No registration. Bullshit. I tried to leave. If he gets the audio recording from this corrupt courthouse, underneath of this video, I will help you all out. 29B11, West Virginia FOIA law. I've turned it in here multiple times, and I'm always denied. Because they don't want to show their corruption, want me to publicize it. I don't see it anywhere. But they do not want their corruption to be seen. There is not even court documents inside this courthouse. Once I found that out, they restricted me from entering there. You're to call these people your honor. They have a child sex trafficking ring that goes on here in West Virginia. Judges caught with child porn, and they violate your civil rights here every day. 3 times last time I was here, my civil rights were violated. My freedom of press, my rights to an attorney, and cruel and unusual punishment now. That's 3 civil right violations right there. The Constitution in this state, they piss on it. They shit on it. They tear it up right in front of we, the people who govern them. They think they're gods. And the Judicial Investigation Commission will be notified. I'll go take care of that right now when I leave here. I'll go print the 3 pages, and I'll put them underneath here so you can write up judges. It's a waste of time, though. Jeff Freeman has not been fired. That dirty bitch, Rachel Chipolati, in 2016, the day before West Virginia had to respond, they were bringing out audio recordings that I was leaving her, which wasn't shit, nothing bad in them. She was involved then promoting Jeffrey Freeman, the dirty persecutor who you all do not need to vote for on the 3rd. And she was involved then, had me arrested the day before. I was held for 14 months, and that case right there is at federal court. I want paid for being held 14 months. I want paid $1 million. And now that I am going after, I paid that attorney $7,500 to sue this state. For 2 years, he had my money. All he did was hire an investigator to go and interview all the people in jail who seen me get beat. All their reports came back the same. I will publicize that underneath here so you can read it. All of them came back the same, and the day before the state had to respond, these corrupt, biased, hate crime judges had it plotted that I would be arrested so they would not have to pay me and beat all their paychecks. Now, that attorney stole all my money and got away with it. Rachel Chipolati did nothing to him, did nothing to Jeff Freeman. These are all biased crimes. But the FBI is a worthless posse. They don't do shit to protect anybody. Except for black people, they may arrest all of you. Like down in Charleston, I've got to find that man's picture. I will search hard for it today. Where he was dealing marijuana and got 3 years prison time. And the judge who got 22 federal felonies got only 2 years. That's how corrupt the governments are. Now, I am going after Keith White's insurance company because I want my $7,500 back, plus the same pay that the state of West Virginia would have had to pay, except coming from his insurance company. And Rachel Chipolati is back involved. She is the one that goes and punishes judges and attorneys. She takes the case for the 5 circus members in Charleston, West Virginia at Supreme Court, and those circus members have to fire people. She is pressing charges on me when I'm going to get the sex offending judge's records. Does that not prove there's something going on here? but the FBI don't give a fuck about fraud. So Al-Qaeda, Jihad, ISIS, China, if you all want to come here and do fraud, kidnap Americans, don't waste your time going after any military members or any U.S. citizen over there. Come to West Virginia. Start kidnapping all the people you wish. Take their social security numbers, Al-Qaeda, Jihad. Get one person registered to be a doctor and come here and steal all the money you wish. Because the white-collar crime division of the FBI does absolutely nothing to serve and protect. They don't care about federal fraud, drug dealing. It's appreciated here. You can get involved in this, China, and get all your tariff money back the news constantly talks about. So I am suggesting some good ideas for all you to make money. And Saudi Arabia, you pay people to come to school here. I housed a bunch of them. They're my favorite renters there is because they're the most respectful, best ones. Pay them $1,800 a month to come here to go to school, get a doctor's license, and just start stealing money and give it to Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, all those places there. And you can become billionaires doing so because nobody does anything to corrupt hospitals, corrupt doctors, corrupt attorneys here. It's a liked and appreciated thing. And Joe Biden in Hollywood, come here and take all the children, and you can get all the children to rape in this state. It's lawfully permitted here. They love it. John, how much longer on the phone until you can teach some law things here? I'm going to take a pause and call my law lady who knows more than all these people and get some rules. Hey, that was pretty quick. As soon as I say that I'm shutting off the camera, he's done with the conversation. What is the unlawful, unconstitutional action, John? What did he do?
Okay. I want you to sign this.
What is it? What am I signing?
This is a notice of appeal. Do you want to appeal?
And what are we doing? What was the $10,000 bail? Were you telling the truth on that one?
I was telling the truth. I know you can't post it. We'll take the bail up to circuit court and ask the circuit court judge to change it.
Okay, well, that judge, did he violate the number 1 rule of being a judge? Federal canon rule, state canon rule 1 of lawful actions. Is that lawful to set a bail?
It ain't.
Is that lawful, yes or no?
I believe the bail can exceed the maximum fine for the charges.
So you can have a fine for $20 and get a $10 million bail?
I believe that you can't.
You can't? Well, then it's the same thing. A $20 fine.
Try to get it changed.
Should that judge be called Your Honor? Should he be a judge? That's 2 felonies. That's 6151 felony, West Virginia code. He broke the affirmation.
Jack, I'm trying to get this filed. Are you going to sign it or not? I don't care if
we're going to discuss everything before I sign it.
We're
going to walk right now over to the Judicial Investigation We're going to walk to the library, and I'm going to have you go in there and print 3 pages from the Judicial Investigation Commission, and we're going to take care of this unlawful civil rights violation right here. I want a copy of that. Is there a copy for me? Because I'm taking this one to federal court too. President Trump, you need to reconsider who you put in West Virginia as a federal judge. That dirty bastard Judge Alloy does not need to be in there doing corrupt, unlawful things. What's going on at the federal case, by the way, everybody? What I'm waiting on there is if they already declined my financial affidavit where I get a financial waiver to not pay $400 to file the case. The New Jersey people that help me out, they can't believe that West Virginians are this corrupt. And it goes on here because we have no FBI in West Virginia like they do in New Jersey. We have no police like they do there and here. Now, where's the signature part at?
Right there.
And what's going on at federal court? I'm walking in with him to turn this in. Okay. What's going on at federal court? If they decline, without it all in front of me, if they decline,
no, okay, you gotta sign
we're just waiting on a judgment. If they say that I don't need to, or if I can't get Man, let me think for a second. I'm going to have to go pay $400. Where at? I'm going to have to go pay $400 because they declined my financial waiver. And if I pay $400,
You agree to this consent to apply deposit?
if the honorable father of 2 drug lords,
Now that's for the bail already posted. If you lose, the bail already posted
what?
goes to the fees.
They've already taken her money. They already took her money from her. Did not notify her. Ellen, everybody paid $900. This shit cost a lot of money, but Ellen paid $900 to get me out of jail when that judge put an unlawful capious arrest warrant on me. She paid $900. This dirty, corrupt courthouse took her $900 because Ellen checked a box, can be kept if, whatever, where it pays the fines. They took all her money, already found me guilty before it even happened. Are they allowed to do that, John? No? So there's an attorney saying he's already said 3 unlawful things. The Judicial Investigation Commission will be told to watch this video, and they're going to see it all in front of their 11 dirty bastards
Correct, what I just wrote down
to
here?
make the
Defendant is
judgment.
Not able to post bail at this time?
Yeah, I'm going to pull $10,000 out of my ass and pay it right now. Yeah,
So
yeah.
Initial it right there.
What kind of dumb shit is that, John? They're trying to stop me from being able to drive to Washington, D.C. Where at?
Defendant is not able to post bail at this time.
So where's the signature line?
Put your right, just
Where?
initial it right next to it. Okay.
Now, Washington, D.C.,
I'm going to go try to get this
when
filed.
I have the oral argument, I'll have 2 people with me. The law professor, he may come if he's healthy enough, and me and Ellen, and I'm going to be professional in front of you, not these clowns down here. If they're allowed to act like clowns and be corrupt, I can act the way I want. No, I'm walking with you. You're my attorney. Why? This is... Who says I stink? Where's the smell? What about my attorney? Well, at least you guys learned something new. Get out of going to court. Hey, John. How you doing there, you know?
Get away, you stinky bastard.
So, John, is there a way, what's your explanation for as corrupt as these magistrates is? What is your way? What is your defense? A what? Why can I not go out and commit all the crimes I want since they don't get punished?
You do commit all the crimes you want, Zach.
And how many have I been convicted of?
Oh, I beat you 2 jury trials and 1 bench trial. You've never beaten me, so that's 3.
Because you were interrupting me. The judge wouldn't even let me ask jury picks questions. I can't act professional. The jury picks, I couldn't even ask them questions. What's that mean?
It's the jury picks questions.
I couldn't ask voir dire is the way to put it in a sentence. I couldn't ask my audience don't speak that language, so I couldn't ask voir dire. I couldn't ask any questions. Any question I went to ask, I was being interrupted on, and you were saying it wasn't right, but it was good questions. I had a lot of things planned. Is what I'm supposed to do when picking juries? Have any of you members here, are you currently sucking any of these men's dicks? And that'll get me, that's what you want me to be picking as people like that? Or should I be asking, are any of you here related to are any of you jury members related to the judges here in any way? Is any of your family members? That's what I asked the first question, and they tried to shut me up and not let me do anything because I knew what I was asking, what I was trying to do.
That's a damn shame, Zach.
Is that corruption?
Maybe you got a better jury, you'd have won.
No, if I would have been allowed to go in there and act free and ask questions that I wanted to, every question I went to ask, you all started blurting out shit. And my audience is going to hear that.
No, they're not.
So is the judge allowed to commit unlawful actions? Is he allowed to violate my civil rights and put a $10,000 bail? Should he be a judge doing those unlawful things? It's tough. So Rachel Chipolati and all 11 members of the Judicial Investigation Commission, He cannot even be honest. Is he violating rules? He violated 3.8b, which is he's to be making sure that I have an attorney. He violated that one right there. 3.8a in the last one. He had no evidence, and he committed 61.11.9 felony, perjury. He lied to the jury and told them that I did not do a discovery packet motion, and I did.
Hey, on your video, Judge James.
Which one?
Why did you put someone else's face on the thumbnail?
Where?
So like when you go to the video, or you go to your video page, there's that video about Judge James where you followed him back from the mail.
Is that the wrong one?
Yeah, that's not his face. That's somebody else.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to check.
I was just wondering if
Are you just saying that to make me change it?
I'll show it to you.
Oh well, I'll fix it up and use the other one that I decorated. But John, why are these people here allowed to act so unlawful and inhumane, unconstitutional towards the people? How?
That's not Judge James. That's not Judge James.
Who is it?
I have no idea, but it's not Judge James.
Now, let's go back to the subject, John. How do you press criminal charges on the judge for the felony she committed last time and the judge for the felony that he just committed there? Besides petitioning grand jury and trying to do it myself, will you call any law enforcement here and report this? Why? Because they are above the laws?
No, because they didn't break any law.
She would not let me record last time. The judge, and that's breaking the affirmation.
No, you've got to file a motion ahead of time, and even then that motion could be denied.
They didn't even answer the motions. You lied and said I didn't turn them in, and I went and got it at the end. You had the whole record in your hand and lying. I know you lie for a living.
I did not have the record.
We know you lie for a living. You masturbate towards hurting me, and you masturbate towards children being raped.
That's a hell of a thing, Zach.
Well, you're letting them walk free every day here, but the people...
Zach, you're the one who hired an underage prostitute.
She was not an underage prostitute. It started off as a taxi ride.
She was 17.
So what? When I get a phone call, hey, I'll pay you $200 to drive you to Ohio.
You paid her money.
You're full of shit.
She said...
Where is proof at? Where is proof?
She said you had to take a shower before you guys could be friendly. While you were in the shower...
That's totally wrong. That's totally wrong.
I've read the report.
Total lie.
I've read your statement.
Yeah, you're full of shit. Just like you don't read anything. You're totally lying. I have moving ads. I used to have them posted on Craigslist before I got my truck taken away.
Is that the super secret site you were talking about earlier?
No, they have the prostitutes have other ones. And I have personal ones. But that's what it was. I told you it was a taxi ride. She asked for a ride to Steubenville, Ohio. That's the way I located my vehicle. I would never have known where to...
Did you get the car back?
Yeah, with a blowed head gasket because college-educated fools on a supercharged or turbocharged engine put plastic valve covers that melt and it leaked out and shut off somewhere.
Mr. Wright,
What's that?
here is a copy of the...
Okay, Judicial Investigation Commission. We have 2 unlawful people. Why not gain a third? Hey, are judges here, if you get a $20 fine, a $20 fine allowed to give you a $10,000 bail to appeal it? Are they allowed to do that? They can do whatever they want, so they are above all laws here in this courthouse. Is that what you just stated? Judges have no laws. What is your name? Gonrad? Godrad, something like that.
Okay, Mr. Knotts, are we done? Oh, actually, I'll give you copies.
Let's go over to the library and get the judicial...
I'm not doing it.
Yes, I want you to print those. I want you to print...
Here you go. Here
He's
is...
saying that I offered to pay that girl for sex
you want this
and shit.
paperwork?
That's a bunch of trash.
You want your appeal? Take your appeal paperwork with you so you don't lose it.
Let's go over there and I'm going to have you get me because my file cabinet was stolen the day that West Virginia planned this stuff out.
Listen,
The day they received the paperwork,
I'm not-
my shit was all stolen.
I'm not going to the library with you, but anything you need, I will email you a copy.
Okay, and I'm going to ask you on camera now. I already sent you the Judge James write-up that I had professionally typed. You were going to edit it or add to anything. Are you going to do that today when you get back to your office?
I'm not going to do it today, but I'll do it tomorrow for you.
And I had 6 copies of the judicial investigation papers. The day West Virginia received the paperwork that they got to go to Washington, D.C. and face me, they had a girl put a domestic protective order on me that was working for me, staying in a house, and started all that shit, and all my stuff was stolen. It was a setup from the state of West Virginia, corruption. How would you be willing to come up here and go to the grand jury and put these judges in prison for what they're doing?
No.
The felonies? Why? Would it hurt you to turn? Would you be as scared of Rachel Cipollati coming after you? Is that your big fear?
I don't have any evidence. I don't have anything to...
You were present. They would not. They broke the affirmation of becoming a judge to uphold the laws. 6151.
Any cases that I represent you on, I will represent you on.
Well, this would be representing me on something. How much would I have to pay you to go to grand jury and do it?
I don't get paid. I'm a public defender. In order to go for a citizen and go to the grand jury, they've got to file a motion with the judge.
Yeah, and it's going to be against all these judges here because they are committing felonies. They are endangering the public's safety.
Okay, I'm going to go unless we got anything else.
So I'm going to have the judicial investigation papers today. When you get back, you're going to send me the form to fill out the form, the judicial investigation one.
Okay.
Is that unlawful right there? You've already said it. I want you to say it clear again. That's.
They can't set an appeal bond in excess of the fines that can be levied in the case.
Should he be continue out here doing unlawful things? And what's going to happen now in this particular case, everybody? I was convicted of trespassing. I was convicted of trespassing because the dirty, rotten judge told me I can't be in public no more because I hurt his feelings, as you see on that order. And he's going to have to hear it now, where I could not be present. I had a lawsuit paid to use a courthouse, and I'm arrested when I go to show up when I'm told to be there for trespassing. And he's going to have to make a judgment on himself right now. He should be fired too. And we're going to see if the worthless Judicial Investigation Commission that the House of Delegates is writing checks to fires any of them. All right, done.